you're watching Love TV. Hi, welcome to this week's action ship. So I am in Honolulu Airport right now. I just flew from Kauai. I have about half an hour and then I am flying back to New York City. Oh yeah, I'm kind of excited to get back to the city with even more Hawaii in me now. So this week's question, sorry about the noise, it's airplanes. This week's question comes from Leila, who says, Laura, almost without fail I get sinus problems this time of year, from a painful face to blocked ears. I also have an automatic pattern of thought which is really hating autumn through winter because of the cold and lack of daylight. How might I shift these symptoms and thoughts so I can get the best out of these 3 months? So Leila, I know I gave you a little bit on Friday, in FreeTalk Friday, when I answered a bunch of your questions. I wanted to go a little bit deeper with you today, and actually I guess it's your week this week, because in Tuesday's video I was also talking to you when we were looking at the ocean and embodying the ocean. So for those of you who didn't see FreeTalk Friday or Tuesday's tip, you should go check those out, because I do give Leila some answers here, and if you're ready to go a little bit further into that with me, we're going to do that now. So how can you get the most out of the winter months? How can you clear your sinuses? And how can you really connect to the sun and the island energy, the vacation energy, even when you're not on an island or on a vacation? So in Friday's video and in Tuesday's video, I was talking to Leila about how you can connect to the sun, connect to a beautiful island, even when you're not there, through the power of your imagination. So say you're doing that, but it still doesn't, you just don't believe yourself. You're like, well, yeah, I can imagine that, and maybe it helps a little bit, but not as much as you would like. So what actually, when I connected to you, Leila, it took me to the shoulders. I was like, we need to go into some shoulders here to get your shoulders to believe that you can actually connect to that energy even when you're not on vacation. So what happens when the nights grow long and the darkness comes and the cold comes, and then we get frustrated and we get frustrated at the cold and frustrated that we can't do what we want to do, and you notice that the muscles, all of your muscles, but particularly the ones around our shoulders, will go up to try and protect us and keep us warm. And also because muscles are made of water, right? When we are in a colder climate, when it's colder, they actually have less fluidity than when we're in a warm environment. So if we can get our shoulders to release and agree that they can relax and they can feel the warmth and the expansion and all of those things we tapped into with the ocean on Tuesday, that is going to help us to fully believe it, fully experience it even more. And I'm guessing that the sinus problems, I mean, obviously there can be a multitude of reasons for this, but as you're able to feel more fluidity and more relaxation in your day-to-day existence, there's going to be more peace and less frustration, which actually can really help improve sinus issues. I don't know if you ever noticed, if you have sinus stuff, sometimes you feel really frustrated. Which came first? Who knows? Doesn't matter. So you're going to take your hand and we're actually going to go to the clavicle. You see this lovely clavicle here? Isn't it lovely? Yes. Well, your clavicle is lovely too. It's not just mine. Your clavicle is lovely. So you're going to hold your clavicle and you're going to squeeze it. And just notice the shape of it. So squeeze your clavicle, notice the shape of it. You notice how it's not straight, it's actually a wave. Just like the ocean. How cool is that? So you have like a wave-like bone here. And you're just going to just gently squeeze around the clavicle, maybe just lift your shoulder up a little. And just imagine that the ocean, those waves that we were imagining connecting to on Tuesday, that they can actually spiral underneath around this clavicle. So rather than it being hard and rigid there, or tight, or like a rock, like this rock, can you see the rock? It actually can be flowing and vibrant, expansive. And now you're just going to kind of lift your clavicle up. Imagine maybe it's being lifted by the ocean, whoosh, up. And then just slowly let it go down, and you can take your head the other way a little, just give a little stretch in your neck, and lifting up. Washing out around that clavicle, and down, and one more time up. And now you're going to just take circles like you're rowing a boat. So you're going to imagine that you're just rowing this clavicle through the ocean waves. Through the ocean waves. Right now, the way that I'm rowing means I would be going backwards. So I can also go the other way, and now I can imagine I'm rowing forwards. And just one more little squeeze, and then just kind of brush the shoulder off. Give them a little shake. And just notice what that's done. Notice the difference between the two sides. So now which side is able to connect more to the idea that you're on the ocean, you're feeling the sun, you're feeling the expansion, you're feeling the warmth, all of those essences from summer. So the one that we practice, right? The other one feels a little more constricted, a little more tight, a little more wintry and cold. So now you need to go back to the beginning of this video and do the other side. So don't skip it. Go back and do the other side, or else you're going to be wonky all day long. But I have to go now because I will go catch my flight back to New York City. And please write me a comment over at laurahamesfranklin.com. laurahamesfranklin.com. Write me a comment. Let me know how that feels. Let me know you did the other side as well. And Leila, let me know how that helps you connect even more to the sun, to the warmth, to the expansion, even in those cold days. And let me know how that affects your sinuses. I have a feeling it will. Okay, so that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow for FreeTalk Friday. If you have questions, comments, let me know what they are, and I will be answering some of those. And wish me a nice, happy, safe, easy flight. Bye.